We've got Mr. Joe Martins Uzodike, who is the Director General of Obaze Campaign Organization. He's a member of the PDP. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much, both of you.
Well, some allegations here about finances of the state, who is requesting for what. Well, give us some background to this. What informs this accusation about the former governor demanding $7 billion from the incumbent governor in order to get support or pay for services provided previously? What was that about?
Well, you saw it the way I saw it, and of course, you know rightly that because I was in this studio, I was the Director General of the Obiano campaign organization back way in 2013. So I'm the person that produced the governor. I ran the campaign and took note of everything about the campaign. I think people are mixing up a lot of things because, in all fairness, I want to exclude Governor Willie Obiano from that statement because he has never made that statement. Rather, some people are saying that they are his aides anyway, and it is presumed that whatever his aides says are saying. The issue of $7 billion came up in 2014 after the elections. I was the person that went on air to say that this election, or Obiano's election, cost us over $7 billion. I made that statement. I own it up as the DG. When I ran for the governorship of Anambra State myself in 2003, after the election, I published the accounts of my election, wherein one individual, Prince Engineer Atoeze, donated $75 million into my accounts for the election. So I owe it as a duty to people of Anambra State to tell them what elections cost when I became DG. I made a pronouncement that the election cost, and a lot of people donated into the election, some in dollars, some in naira, and I have records.
So you published this and submitted it to who?
I said, no, the one for my own election, I published.
No, what about
This one, I went on radio. It was a radio program where I was asked a question and I stated what.
Did you in any way infer, either by directly or by innuendo, that money be refunded?
How can I refer? I requested the governor after the election, because after the election I was his special advisor political. I requested that we acknowledge receipt of that by writing people thank you letter, which he declined. He said he doesn't want to do it. Okay, he never did it. But publicly, I made a statement and acknowledged them, thanked them, and said what it cost us for the election. Okay, so there is no iota of truth that the governor ever demanded a penny. And it is even silly. How can a man who handed over $75 billion to a government come back to the same government asking them to give him $7 billion? If somebody is owing you and you have his money and you want to give him, why wouldn't you take your money and then give him the balance? You see, this is part of the grand style to smear a man whom Nigerians are celebrating. There is no history in this country where any governor, past, present, left $1 in the accounts of any state government. This man, Pt.1, left $156 billion in 3 banks. And on the day of his handover, he invited the managing directors of those 3 banks to be present at the handover. And he will say, I have left in Fidelity $50 billion. Is the MD of the Fidelity here? He will say, I'm here. He will say, get up. And he will say, I'm with the money. He will call Access Bank, and he will call Lexoti, who is Diamond Bank, to acknowledge same. And then the Naira components were all stipulated and handed over. And our governor signed acknowledgement. Even when his surrogate sometime started, we published the list of the banks, the balance sheet as of that day, the amount left, and whatever, so bank account.
Why did that generate controversy at the time concerning the exact amount of money that was left in the coffers?
You see, when the governor started behaving the way he wanted to behave.
What does that mean?
I mean, when he started distancing himself from an agreed program. The theme of our government was continuity. And when we discovered that there was no more continuity, all the projects we left, none of them have been touched.
Such as?
The Onitsha hotels, 5-star hotels by the ShopRite, since Governor Obiano came in, not a single block has gone on that hotel. The ShopRite at Oka, completely shut down, not a single kobo has been invested in it. The Agro Lake Hotel is kept there, not a single kobo has been invested on it. The Nnewi Shopping Mall has been kept there, and we left 38 roads. 38 roads. My brother, when Pt.1 came in, Ngige left 13 roads. Pt.1 finished all those roads. If you want, if you have time, I'll mention the roads. You know, I'll tell you what Ngige stopped it and where Pt.1 finished it. You know, it was continuity. But this time around, the state is in a mess. 38 roads, only 3 of them that were completed. They came and did street marking and said it's complete. The rest are left like that, 35 of them.
But how come this is contrary to what several others have put out, saying that these things are not the case? Because quite a number of people say that the governor, from their own perspective, is exceeding expectations.
Is a media phoria. That is hyper on the media. It's a media government. Look, channels in 2009, when Pt.1 wanted to run for the second term, were invited with other editors. You came to Anambra and you were shown the things on the ground. Tell the governor, we challenge him. We took all the headmasters, all the journalists in Nigeria, all aspects of the society to come and see what the governor has done. I am going to volunteer myself to provide the vehicles free of charge. Call these people and take them around what you've done. Nothing is on ground. It's hyper. You people carried here that our state exported Ogo to America. There is no single place in Anambra where Ogo is cultivated by government. And I stand here on every authority and respect. I'm a lawyer. I have the man you're talking, the governor. I was in school with him, and I taught him in class. So I'm not coming here to disparage any person. I'm just telling you, you people are looking at Anambra from the newspapers, which are paid, from programs, which are censored. Come to Anambra yourself. We are in the election. Let people take you around all the things they claim. That's all we're asking.
So you're saying the governor has not done that, and what is reported has been done.
Everything you've seen on everywhere are pure lies. Any government that communicates
our correspondents on ground are not seeing. That's what you're saying.
Look, your correspondents, bring them here and ask them. They will bring you what they have not seen anything. If they show you a picture of where Ogo is cultivated in Anambra State, we brought Koskaris that puts rice. We know the quantity of rice. All the rice eaten in Anambra State come from Abakaliki and so on. But people told you here that Anambra is the biggest manufacturer of rice. We brought Koskaris. The 2 other farms, the one at Amici, the Luon farms, they bring rice from Abakaliki and they only mill it in the place. We patronize them. We named it Anambra rice. Okay? You see, everything you are seeing, false. Calm down yourself. If you like, as a party, we can sponsor you to come and do your own independent documentary and come back and air it. Without censorship. We give you that privilege. What they are doing now is just, they want to drag in a governor who has performed. They want to run him down because they believe he's another party. I mean, it's funny and terrible.